There's a space in your home you probably haven't thought much about, but it could be shaping the way money flows into your life. It's not your bank account, not your job, it's the space under your bed. Every night you lie down to rest. Your body softens, your mind lets go, but just beneath you, right there in the shadows, you might be sleeping over clutter, forgotten boxes, or old energy that hasn't moved in years. And without realizing it, that space may be holding onto more than just dust. It could be quietly absorbing your anxiety, your financial stress, even the weight of choices you no longer remember making. This isn't about superstition. It's about space, how we use it and how it speaks to our minds even when we're asleep. And if you've ever found yourself lying awake at night, heart racing over bills, wondering why money feels harder to hold onto than it used to, maybe it's time to look beneath, quite literally. Because just like a garden needs clean, open soil before anything can grow, your bed, your most personal space, needs to be cleared, reset, and quietly nourished. And that's exactly what we're doing today. I'm going to share 9 simple items, humble things you can place under your bed, not to magically erase your debt or drop cash into your lap, but to begin shifting the energy around how you rest, what you believe, and how you invite abundance back into your daily life. These aren't fixes. They are small, intentional gestures that work with your environment instead of against it. And if you're open to the idea that peace, clarity, and money all start with how you sleep, then keep watching. You may find that the most powerful changes don't begin at your desk, but beneath your pillow. 9 items to shift energy while you sleep. Number 1, salt and water to soak up the stress you can't name. Let's begin not with something exotic, but with something you already have in your kitchen, salt and water. It sounds too simple, maybe even a little silly. But sometimes it's the simplest things that hold the most quiet power. And if you've ever felt like the stress just won't leave your body, if you've gone to bed exhausted, only to wake up feeling just as heavy, you might want to try this. Because what you're carrying might not be yours anymore. It could be old tension, leftover fear, energy that settled around you and never got cleared. Think about it, every night you lie in the same place, sometimes after a long day filled with uncertainty, hard decisions, or financial worry. And over time, that worry doesn't just disappear, it sinks. It sinks into your pillow, your sheets, and yes, into the space under your bed. And the space under your bed matters more than most people realize. In many homes, it's where forgotten boxes sit. Old shoes, gift wrap, childhood toys no one's touched in years, but energetically that space is like a sponge. It either holds peace or it holds pressure. There is no neutral. And when your body lies directly above it night after night, whatever's lingering there doesn't just stay in the shadows. It rises. It enters your sleep, your breath, your dreams. And it's why you might wake up already tense, already tired, already bracing for a day that hasn't even started. That's where salt and water come in. Not as magic, not as superstition, but as nature's original purifier. Salt has been used for centuries to cleanse, to preserve, to protect. Water carries memory. It holds, it listens, it softens. And together they do one powerful thing. They absorb what no longer serves you. To try this, take a small ceramic bowl or glass jar, pour in fresh water. Add 2 tablespoons of coarse sea salt, nothing fancy, just clean and unprocessed. Stir it slowly. Hold the jar in both hands and breathe for a moment before placing it beneath your bed. Ideally near the headboard or directly under where your heart rests. And then leave it, that's all. No rituals, no words, just let it sit in the dark while you sleep. Over the next few days, you might forget it's even there, but you may notice something strange. You'll start feeling lighter, as if the air around your bed is cleaner, your sleep a little deeper, your shoulders just slightly less tense. Because while you rest, the salt and water are working quietly, pulling the residue of your days into themselves. Like emotional dust being lifted from your skin. If the water turns cloudy or the salt begins to crust, that's not a bad sign. It means it's doing its job. Replace it once a week. Pour the old water down the drain with gratitude. Start again with fresh salt. Over time, this becomes more than just a habit. It becomes a way of saying to yourself, I don't need to carry everything forever. And that matters, especially if you've been holding financial fear in your body, the kind that keeps you saying yes when you mean no. The kind that has you waking up in the middle of the night, heart pounding, thinking about debt, about bills, about whether you're going to be okay. That fear sticks to you. It clings. It drains your confidence, makes you smaller than you are. And it does something else too, something subtle. It blocks your ability to see clearly, to feel hope, to believe that things can change. But when you begin to clear the energetic weight, when you create even the smallest space for peace to enter, your whole nervous system begins to soften. And from that softness, new ideas come. You see possibilities. You feel calmer in conversations about money. You say no to the things that drain you. You give yourself permission to want more and to receive more. And no, this little jar won't bring a winning lottery ticket. But what it will bring is clarity, stillness, and the strength to make better choices, not from fear, but from a place of balance. There's something deeply powerful about letting the earth elements do what they are meant to do. Salt grounds, water cleanses, and when placed with intention under the space where you sleep, they begin the quiet work of restoring your energy field, night by night. You might even begin to feel it emotionally, a small sense of relief you can't explain, a breath that feels fuller than before, a small shift in how you approach money, not from desperation, but from dignity. Because when your sleep is sacred, your decisions become clearer. Your energy becomes cleaner, and your sense of self returns. So if you've felt heavy, if you've been waiting for a breakthrough, if your body has been tense for so long it's starting to feel normal, start here. Start under the bed. Start with salt. Start with water. Start with the belief that even in the dark, quiet corners of your home, healing can begin. Quietly, gently, without fanfare. Just like a tide washing over what you've left behind, taking with it the parts you no longer need, and leaving space, soft, open space for peace, for rest, for the kind of wealth that begins within you. Number 2, bamboo, the quiet pillar that keeps you standing. Sometimes life bends you, not with drama or warning, but slowly over time. A missed payment here, a bad investment there, a quiet fear that maybe, just maybe, you're never going to catch up. You smile through it, you push through it, but deep inside something wobbles, not broken, not shattered, just unsteady. That's the moment you need a reminder, not of how much you've done, but of how much you've endured, how many times you've stood back up, and how strong you really are even when you don't feel it. That reminder, surprisingly, can come from a small green stalk. Bamboo, resilient, hollow, gentle on the outside, unshakable at its core, the kind of strength that doesn't shout, it whispers, it holds. And when placed under your bed, bamboo becomes more than just a plant. It becomes a quiet energy anchor, something that keeps you grounded through the financial storms life sometimes throws your way. In cultures all around the world, bamboo is seen as a symbol of endurance, not because it never bends, but because it always rises back. It yields when it must. It flows with the wind, but it never snaps. That's why it matters here, because you may be doing everything you can to stay afloat, working hard, stretching every dollar, trying to stay optimistic while quietly worrying. What happens if I can't hold it together much longer? You don't need more pressure, you need support. You need a silent strength beneath you as you sleep, and that's what this practice offers. Here's how to do it. Take one clean, fresh stalk of lucky bamboo. If fresh isn't available, a preserved one works too. Just make sure it feels solid, not brittle. Tie a red string around its middle. Red activates movement, prosperity, life force. Then take a small slip of paper, write your full name on it and one financial goal you'd like to move toward. Don't overthink it. It could be as simple as I want to feel steady with money again. Wrap this paper around the stalk, then place the bamboo inside a red or gold cloth pouch, colors that hold wealth energy, and tuck it under your bed near the headboard or right beneath the center of your mattress. Don't expect fireworks. Bamboo doesn't scream for attention, but it does something quieter and often more powerful. It reminds your subconscious night after night that you're not collapsing, you're not failing. You're standing, growing, and deeply rooted, even when things feel uncertain. Because what most people forget is that wealth isn't just about income or numbers. It's about stability. The kind that lives in your bones, in how you sleep, in whether or not you feel like the ground beneath you will hold. When bamboo is under your bed, you're placing a message into the space where your body resets itself. You're telling your nervous system, it's okay to rest. You are supported. And over time, this message seeps deeper. You start noticing that you don't feel as reactive when the bills come in. You pause before making decisions. You begin to remember you've made it through worse. You've always figured things out. You just forgot for a moment. That's the magic of this item, not that it fixes your life, but that it strengthens the one who's living it. And if you're someone who's been feeling fragile, emotionally, financially, even physically, this small act can mark the beginning of something new. Not dramatic, but steady, reliable, quietly powerful. And isn't that the kind of wealth we all long for? Not just big bank accounts or surprise windfalls, but the sense that we're not falling apart. That even in the midst of uncertainty, we are being held by something stronger than our fears. Bamboo is that energy. It bends when it must, but it always returns upright. You can too, and every night. As you lie in bed, something beneath you will be echoing that truth. Not with noise, not with force, but with quiet, constant presence. That matters, because in a world where so much changes so fast, you need something that stays. Something that reminds you who you are beneath the worry. Something that grounds you not in fear, but in possibility. Bamboo doesn't promise miracles, but it does promise presence, resilience, strength without sharp edges. And when placed with care under your bed, it becomes a part of your energy field, subtle, calm, unwavering. So tonight, as you prepare for sleep, ask yourself, what do I want holding me while I rest? Fear, doubt, chaos, or a quiet green stalk that has stood for centuries as a symbol of all the ways you can bend and still not break? Choose bamboo, choose steadiness. Choose to remember that the version of you who survives, who rebuilds, who receives, is already here, waiting to stand tall again, just like she always has. Number 3, red pouch with a handwritten affirmation. Sometimes the loudest voice shaping your life isn't out there. It's not a news report. It's not your bank statement. It's not what someone said at work or what you saw on your phone. It's quieter than that. It's the voice inside your head, the one that whispers when the room is dark and still, the one that decides whether you go to sleep in peace or spend the night rehearsing regrets, the one that says things like, you should have known better, you'll never get ahead, you're not the kind of person who ever feels financially secure. That voice has power, and the hard truth is if you've been listening to it for years, it's been running your life. Maybe it convinced you that money will always be hard, that you're too old to start over, that you've missed your moment. But here's the thing about internal voices, they're not fixed. They're trained, conditioned, repeated. And the moment you start feeding your mind a different story, it starts listening, it starts responding. And that's exactly what this next item is about. A red pouch, small, simple, but holding something far more powerful than it looks, your own written affirmation, not type, not copied from a book, not something you found online, but your own words, written in your own hand and placed with care under your bed. Why does this matter? Because your subconscious is always listening, especially while you sleep. It doesn't need logic. It doesn't need proof. It just listens. And if all it hears is doubt, fear, and lack, that becomes the lens you look through every morning, every decision, every dollar. But when you plant a new message beneath you night after night, something starts to shift. Slowly, silently, but surely. Your mind starts remembering. You are allowed to receive. You are worthy of ease. You are no longer available for scarcity. Here's how to create it. Find a small piece of red fabric. You can sew it into a pouch or simply fold it around your paper. Red is important, not because of tradition, but because it carries energy. It activates, it protects, it draws things in. Now take a blank piece of paper, nothing large, nothing fancy, and with a calm mind and steady hand, write one affirmation in the present tense. Not I want or someday I'll, but something real now, true. Start small if you need to. I am open to receiving. Money flows to me with ease. I am safe and provided for. These are not empty words. They are anchors, and writing them by hand gives them weight. Ink to paper, thought to matter. Now fold your paper neatly, place it in the red pouch, and before you tuck it under your bed, pause, hold it in your hands, close your eyes, take one slow, deep breath, and ask yourself to believe just a little that change is possible. Then place the pouch near your headboard or directly under where your heart lies when you sleep. You don't have to do anything else. No rituals, no candles, no effort. Just let it be there, night after night, like a seed planted in rich, dark soil. Because that's what your bed becomes when you do this, a garden for your subconscious. And your affirmation, it's the seed. You water it by sleeping, by softening, by letting go of everything the day has demanded from you. And in return, this quiet little pouch begins to shift something inside you, not overnight, but enough. Enough to help you notice that you're not judging yourself as harshly. Enough to pause before making another decision from fear. Enough to walk into your day with a little more hope and a little less shame. That's how change starts. Not with declarations, not with spreadsheets, but with the soft rewriting of your inner voice. The one that will one day say without hesitation, I am okay. I am supported. I am finally in a place where money doesn't feel like a fight. Some people will never understand the power of something like this. They'll say it's silly, wishful thinking, but those are often the people who have never had to rebuild from the inside out, who have never had to quiet a mind that's been loud with survival for years. But you know better. You know what it's like to lay awake wondering how you're going to make it, to smile through dinners while your chest tightens under the surface, to carry the weight of, I should have been further by now. This pouch is not a cure for all of that, but it is a beginning. A way to turn the volume down on the voice that's been holding you back, and to give space, just enough space for a new belief to take root. One that tells you you're not broken, you're becoming. So tonight, write the words your younger self needed to hear, place them under your bed, and rest in the knowledge that even in sleep, your healing continues. Quiet, consistent, unseen, but no less real. Number 4, cinnamon, a quiet spark beneath you. There are seasons in life when everything feels dull. Not tragic, not unbearable, just flat. You wake up tired. You move through the day, checking boxes, doing what needs to be done, but somewhere in your chest, the fire has gone out. You no longer feel excited about what's ahead. You're not reaching for more, you're just surviving. And sometimes that happens quietly without any one moment to blame. Maybe it started after too many small disappointments stacked up, or after trying again and again only to end up back in the same financial place. Whatever the reason, your energy shifted. It stopped rising, it stopped reaching, it settled, and now it lingers around you like air that hasn't moved in days. That's why this 4th item matters, because cinnamon is not just a spice, it's an ignition, a warmth, a spark. It reminds your space and your spirit that energy wants to move, that you were not made for stillness that feels like stuckness, that under the right conditions you will rise again. Cinnamon has been used for centuries in rituals across cultures to activate flow of warmth, of luck, of life itself. It's tied to fire. Not the kind that burns things down, but the kind that warms your bones on a cold morning. That reminds you what it's like to feel inspired again. That's what this ritual is for. Not to fix what's broken, but to stir what's been sleeping. To remind your body, your mind, your energy it's time to wake up, to move forward, to believe again. And all you need is a small pouch of cinnamon placed under your bed. Here's how to create it. Take a few sticks of dried cinnamon, the kind you might already have in your kitchen, or, if sticks aren't available, ground cinnamon will work. Place it into a small red or gold fabric pouch, colors that are known to activate abundance. But more than that, colors that feel alive. Then on a small piece of paper, write a short affirmation, something simple, something strong, something alive. I welcome fresh energy and new opportunities. I am ready to move forward. The fire within me is returning. Fold the paper, tuck it inside the pouch with the cinnamon, and tie it closed with care. Now place it under your bed, either near your chest, where your heart rests at night, or directly in the center. And that's it. No rituals, no burning, no chanting. Just place it there and let the fire do its work. Because what this does more than anything is remind your subconscious, you are not frozen, you are not finished. You are not too old or too late or too tired to begin again. The cinnamon won't bring money falling from the sky, but it will start to shift the heaviness in your space. It will begin warming up the parts of you that have gone cold. And that matters because so much of our financial journey isn't about numbers. It's about energy, confidence, momentum, the will to try again. And when you've been stuck in a cycle of fear and fatigue for too long, that fire needs a nudge. That's what cinnamon gives you, a nudge, a flicker, a reason to look at your life and say, maybe there's more for me than this. Maybe I can feel alive about money again. Maybe I still have something worth growing, and as small as that may sound, it changes everything. Because when you begin to feel warmth again, your posture shifts, your decisions shift. You reach for things you stopped believing were yours. You say yes to opportunities you once ignored. You speak more boldly. You take small risks. You stop waiting for things to change and start moving toward what you want. That's what energy does. It moves, and cinnamon under your bed becomes the symbol of that movement. Quiet, gentle, unseen, but real, like lighting a single match in a dark room. You don't need to see the whole way yet. You just need a spark. One ember to warm the coldness that's settled into your spirit. One tiny flame to remind you you are not done. You are being rekindled, slowly, strongly, from the inside out. And maybe over the next few days, you'll notice the change. You'll feel a little more decisive, a little more hopeful, a little more willing to believe that your energy, your money, your life can still rise. Because the truth is, you don't need more strategy right now. You need heat. You need belief. You need something alive under you while you sleep, something that stirs your heart and reminds you that you haven't given up. You've just been waiting for the right moment to begin again, and maybe that moment is now. Maybe it starts with a spice from your kitchen, a pouch you tuck under your bed, a sentence you choose to believe even if just a little. That's all it takes. One act of intention, one shift in energy, one night where your body rests and your spirit begins to rise. Number 5. Jar of beans, seeds of a future you're ready to grow. There's something powerful about planting a seed. You don't do it because it changes everything overnight. You do it because deep down you believe in growth. You believe that even if you can't see it yet, something is happening beneath the surface. And sometimes, after a long stretch of financial worry or emotional fatigue, what you really need isn't a breakthrough. It's a small reminder that things can grow again, that you can grow again. That's where this next item comes in, not as a solution, but as a symbol. A jar of beans, humble, inexpensive, often overlooked, but rich with meaning, history, and quiet energy. Because a bean is more than just food, it's a carrier of life. Each one holds the potential to multiply, to nourish, to sprout into something more. And when you place a jar of them under your bed, you're not just tucking away an object. You're planting an intention. You're saying, I believe in what I'm becoming. I'm ready for renewal. In many traditions, beans have symbolized prosperity, fertility, and cycles of abundance. But here we use them for something even more personal, to create a steady energy of growth under the place where you rest. Because when life feels like it's at a standstill, you need reminders that stillness doesn't mean the end. Sometimes stillness is just the pause before something new begins. Here's how to do it. Choose 3 types of dried beans, ideally of different colors. Red beans represent joy and luck. Black beans offer protection and grounding. Green mung beans invite new beginnings and vitality. These 3 together create a balanced mix, vibrant, rooted, and open to what's next. Place a handful of each into a small clear glass jar or ceramic container. Keep it simple, keep it clean. And if you want to amplify the energy, write a single sentence on a slip of paper. I am planting the seeds of my next chapter. Fold it gently, place it inside or beneath the jar. Then slide the jar under your bed, close to the center where energy naturally gathers, where your body meets stillness and where intention meets rest. And that's all you need to do. You don't water them. You don't check them daily. You simply let them be. Because this isn't about watching something grow, it's about trusting that something will. Something inside you, something in your energy, something in your life that hasn't had room to grow until now. And maybe the timing feels off. Maybe you think you're too late to start over, but growth doesn't check your calendar. It doesn't ask your age or your history. It just needs space and willingness. And if you're watching this, I believe you're ready. Maybe not for a huge leap, but for something. A shift, a breath, a belief that your financial story isn't finished, it's just been dormant, like a garden in winter. Quiet, waiting, still alive. And with this jar beneath you while you sleep, you begin feeding that garden again with rest, with intention, with care. Over the next few days or weeks, you may notice a softening. Not everything will change at once, but something inside might feel more rooted. You might find yourself making decisions with more clarity, speaking about money with less shame, saving instead of scrambling, saying yes to opportunities that align and no to the ones that don't. That's what happens when you realign your inner energy with the idea of slow, steady growth. You stop chasing, you start cultivating. And the beautiful thing about beans is that they've always been symbols of sustainability, of having enough. Not more than everyone else, just enough. Enough to feel safe, enough to feel nourished, enough to trust that tomorrow doesn't have to look like yesterday. That's what you're anchoring under your bed. Not hope based on fantasy, but hope grounded in action. In a quiet jar, in simple things, in energy that speaks to your subconscious even as you sleep. You don't need big gestures to change your life. You need alignment, consistency, care. And this jar can be the beginning of all three. Some people might laugh. They'll say, beans under the bed. But they are not the ones lying awake at night wondering where the next check is coming from. They are not the ones trying to rebuild their relationship with money after years of self-doubt. You are, and that's why this practice is for you. Because you know how it feels to start over, to want something better without knowing how to get there, to wake up tired but still willing. And now, finally, you have something beneath you that mirrors that intention. A jar, a seed, a possibility. So don't underestimate this. Don't dismiss it as too small. Because every great harvest started with someone placing something tiny into the earth, not knowing when it would bloom, only trusting that it would. And so tonight, before you sleep, take a moment. Look at what you've placed there, and let it remind you, the future doesn't rush, it grows. And now, so do you. Number 6. Rice and coins, a tiny reminder that you are always provided for. There's a certain kind of exhaustion that doesn't come from overwork. It comes from never quite feeling secure. Not in your income, not in your savings, not in your future. It's the kind of tired that settles into your body even when the bills are paid. Because somewhere underneath, a question keeps echoing. Will it be enough next month, next year? What if something happens? That fear, quiet as it may be, shapes the way you move through your days. It makes you say yes when you want to say no. It makes you shrink your dreams down to what feels safe. It keeps your shoulders tight and your breath shallow even when you don't know why. And sometimes the only way to shift that fear isn't through logic or budgeting. It's through symbolism, through small, steady reminders that you are supported, that you are safe, that you are and have always been provided for. And that's exactly what this next item is about. A pouch just big enough to hold 7 grains of rice and 3 small coins. Together they form a message, a gentle declaration to your body, your mind, and your home. I have what I need. I will always have what I need. Let's talk about why it works. Rice has fed civilizations for thousands of years. It's the most basic, most sacred symbol of nourishment. To hold rice is to hold the idea of enough, not just food, but care. Continuity, trust, and coins, they represent circulation, the movement of value, money, yes, but also choice and agency. Even the smallest coin says, you are part of the world's flow. And when you put them together, food and currency, you're creating a quiet contract with the energy around you. One that says, I am rooted in sufficiency, and I am open to flow. Here's how to prepare this tiny offering. Find a red or gold fabric pouch. The color matters less than the feeling it gives you: warmth, boldness, aliveness. Into it place exactly 7 grains of uncooked rice. Any kind, white, brown, jasmine, as long as they're clean and whole. Then add 3 coins. They don't need to be old or foreign or expensive. They just need to be real, tangible, symbols of exchange, if you'd like. Write a small affirmation on paper and fold it inside. I am provided for. My needs are met with ease. There is always enough. Then tie the pouch shut and place it under your bed, ideally where your chest rests while you sleep. Why the chest? Because that's where worry likes to live. It's where we feel pressure, panic, grief, and it's also where we hold hope. Let this pouch rest there, silently offering its presence as you sleep. You might not feel anything at first, but over time the body notices. Your subconscious, that quiet listener of nighttime energy, begins to register that something has changed. There's a signal beneath you now, not of scarcity, but of sufficiency. A reminder every single night that you are not alone in your efforts. That abundance isn't always flashy or loud. Sometimes it's a whisper. Sometimes it's 7 grains of rice. Sometimes it's the smallest coin that tells your nervous system, we're okay. And maybe this comes at a time when you felt anything but okay. Maybe you've recently lost income. Maybe you're watching the cost of everything rise while your budget stays still. Maybe you're just tired of feeling behind. This practice won't erase that overnight, but it will start to change how you feel about it. And how you feel, your energy, your state of being influences everything else. Your decisions, your reactions, your willingness to believe that life still has room to surprise you, because when you feel provided for, even symbolically, you act differently. You exhale, you speak more calmly. You reach for what you want without flinching. You stop chasing and start receiving. That's why this matters, not because it's magic, but because it's memory. A reawakening of a truth you've always carried but maybe forgot. You are worthy of support. You are allowed to rest without guilt. You are allowed to believe that your needs will be met not by chance, but by the quiet alignment of space, intention, and belief. And this tiny pouch, it becomes your reminder every night, every breath, every time you start to spiral back into that question of, what if I lose everything? It anchors you in a quieter truth. I already have something, and something is enough. This isn't about pretending everything's perfect. It's about finding stillness inside the imperfection, about letting a handful of symbols reshape your energy so you can move through life not from lack, but from steadiness. So tonight, place your pouch under your bed, not as a wish, but as a thank you. Not as a request for more, but as an acknowledgement of what already is. And when you wake up tomorrow, take one slow breath and let your body remember that even if nothing big has changed, something small already has. You've planted the energy of enough, and that changes everything. Number 7, coin, string, or your own lucky charm, a silent guardian of your sleep. There's something deeply vulnerable about the moment just before sleep. The lights are out, the noise fades, and suddenly all the thoughts you pushed away during the day come flooding back. What if the money runs out? What if I make another mistake? What if I lose what I've built? You lie still, but your mind races. Your body tightens as if bracing for something unseen. And in that space, that quiet, exposed space, what you need most isn't more thinking, it's protection. Not the kind you can hold or buy or prove, but the kind you feel, the kind that wraps around you like a blanket and says, you can rest now, I've got you. That's what this item is for, a coin, string, or a lucky charm that means something to you. Not because it's valuable, but because it carries energy, memory, intention. Because sometimes what you place under your bed isn't about calling in more. It's about holding steady, keeping the chaos out, guarding your peace while you sleep. For centuries, people have used coins strung on red thread as a symbol of financial protection and energetic grounding. The circle represents wholeness. The hole in the center, passage, and the red string, movement, life force, continuity. But this isn't about history. This is about you. And your right, your deep human right, to feel safe in your own bed, especially if life lately has felt unstable. If you've had to rebuild trust with yourself, with money, with others. If you've ever looked at your bank account and felt your chest tighten, even when the numbers weren't that bad, because the fear isn't logical. It's emotional, it's old, and it needs to be met with something gentle, something reassuring. That's where this charm comes in. To make your own coin string, find 3, 5, or 9 coins, numbers that represent flow, change, and completion. They can be traditional feng shui coins with square holes or just regular coins that feel significant to you. Thread them onto red string or ribbon, tying a knot after each one to hold them in place. As you tie, breathe slowly. Think of each knot as a promise to protect your rest, to hold your center, to remind you that you are not as fragile as you sometimes feel. If a coin string doesn't feel right, choose a lucky charm of your own, a small object that carries meaning. A stone from a beach where you once felt free. A pendant from someone you love. A note to yourself from a better time. Wrap it in red cloth. Whisper something to it if you want to. Then place it under your bed directly beneath where your chest rests, or under your pillow if that feels better. And here's the truth, you might never touch it again. You might forget it's there, but your body won't. Your nervous system won't, because we are creatures of environment, of symbolism, of quiet energy. And just like a child sleeps better knowing someone is in the next room, we too sleep better when we feel protected, even if that protection comes in the form of a red string and a few coins. Some people will roll their eyes. They'll say you're being silly. But what they don't know is how tired you are of carrying everything alone, how much strength it takes to face uncertainty every single day and still show up, how much you've already survived, and how deeply you deserve to rest. So let this charm, whatever form it takes, be your guardian. Not flashy, not loud, just present, quiet, steady, like the friend who doesn't say much but always shows up, who sits beside you in the dark and never asks you to pretend you're okay. Let it be a reminder that you are not exposed, that you are not defenseless, that even when the world feels harsh, your space can still feel soft. Your energy can still be protected. Your rest can still be sacred. And over time, something beautiful happens. You begin to exhale more deeply. You stop checking your phone in the middle of the night. You wake up with a little less tension in your jaw, a little more clarity in your thoughts. You begin to remember that protection isn't just about locking doors or guarding your finances. It's about what you allow in and what you quietly keep out. This charm does that for you. It sets a boundary, invisible but powerful. It says, fear not tonight, doubt not in this bed, chaos not in this home. And as you continue this practice, you may start to notice something subtle but important. You stop waiting for the next bad thing. You start expecting safety, predictability, even peace. And that expectation becomes its own protection, because the more we believe we are safe, the more our energy shifts to match that belief. The more we walk through the world with our shoulders back, the more we speak from calm instead of fear. And suddenly, the outer world starts reflecting the inner one. More ease, more flow, more grounded choices, all from a tiny charm beneath your bed. So tonight, choose something that means protection to you. Place it under your body, not for magic, but for memory. Let it hold you while you sleep. And when you wake, know this, you are not alone in your efforts. Something quiet is holding the line while you rest. A silent guardian, one you created, one that now lives in the space where your healing begins. Number 8, a golden key for the door you forgot you could open. There's a door in your life you stopped reaching for. Maybe you used to knock. Maybe you once believed you could walk through it. But somewhere along the way, after the setbacks, after the losses, after hearing no more times than you can count, you forgot it was even there. You stopped looking at it, stopped believing it had anything behind it worth discovering. And without realizing it, you built your whole life around a closed door. You convinced yourself that contentment was enough, that ease was safer than expansion, that dreaming again would just reopen old wounds. But deep down, you still want more. You want to feel alive, empowered, able to walk into spaces that once felt out of reach, whether that's a new home, a second chance, a business idea, a clean start, or simply a relationship with money that doesn't make your chest tighten. And to begin that journey, sometimes you don't need a full plan. Sometimes you just need a key, a symbol, a quiet reminder that the lock is not as permanent as it feels, that the closed door isn't the end, it's just waiting for you to try again. That's why this next item, a golden key placed under your bed, holds such meaning. Because it's not about unlocking someone else's door. It's about remembering that you have one of your own and that it's still there, waiting. Here's how to create this practice. Find a small key. It doesn't have to be real gold. It just needs to shine, to feel warm in your palm, to carry the energy of possibility. If you can find one from a past home, a storage box, or even a decorative vintage key, that's even better because it already carries memory. Once you have it, wash it gently. Dry it with intention. And as you do, imagine all the old stories and fears being rinsed away, the ones that told you were locked out, unworthy, too late, too tired. Then if it feels right, tie a red or gold ribbon around it, not for decoration but for energy, movement, life. Write a single sentence and place it with the key. I hold the power to unlock what's next, or simply, I am ready. Slide the key under your bed, beneath your heart, or near your feet, wherever feels most aligned. And then let it be, let it rest. Let it speak without words to the part of you that's been silent. Because when you sleep over a symbol of opening, your subconscious begins to listen. It starts exploring paths you thought were closed. It starts softening around the places you felt most stuck. And over time, something begins to shift. You stop shrinking from opportunities. You stop assuming you'll be left out. You start noticing invitations, subtle ones that you would have missed before. That's what a key does. It doesn't scream. It doesn't demand. It simply reminds you that entry is possible, that you're not as far outside the life you want as you've been made to feel. Maybe that means finally applying for the thing, saying yes to the new idea, letting go of the identity that says, I'm not a person who, and becoming someone new. Or maybe it's quieter. Maybe it's the first night you sleep without fear in weeks. Maybe it's waking up with one clear thought, what if I just tried? That moment, that flicker of trying is the real unlocking. And the beauty of it is no one else needs to see it. It happens beneath the surface, in silence, just like the key under your bed, just like all the healing you've already done, just like the 1,000 tiny ways you've carried yourself through seasons when you thought you wouldn't make it. You've always had more courage than you gave yourself credit for. Now it's time to give that courage something to lean on, a key, a golden one, not to force anything open, but to say softly and clearly, I still believe in what's on the other side. Let this key become your symbol of readiness, not pressure, not perfection, just readiness, because that's all real change needs, a willingness to try again, a hand reaching for the door even if it's trembling. And if you're still unsure, if a part of you says, I don't know what I'm unlocking, that's okay. The key doesn't need a destination, only a direction, and maybe in a few weeks you'll find yourself acting differently, braver, more open. Maybe you'll make the call, ask the question, send the application, trust your instincts. Or maybe the biggest shift will be this. You'll stop assuming that what you want is on the other side of someone else's permission. And you'll realize it's always been yours. You're not waiting for the door to be opened. You're remembering that you've been holding the key all along. Tonight, place it beneath you. And sleep, not as someone hoping to be let in, but as someone finally ready to walk through. Number 9. Obsidian or tourmaline to keep your energy from slipping away. There are days when you feel tired, but not from doing too much, from carrying too much. The weight of conversations you didn't want to have. The moods of people you love but can't always fix. The invisible pressure to stay positive, to be productive, to stay strong, even when you're quietly unraveling inside. And by the end of the day, your body doesn't just ache, your spirit does. It's not just exhaustion, it's a kind of leaking. Like your energy has slowly seeped out into places that don't return it, like you're pouring from a cup that never gets refilled. If that's you, this final item isn't a charm or a ritual. It's a boundary, a guardian, a quiet force placed under your bed that says, you don't have to hold it all anymore. You don't have to absorb what doesn't belong to you. Obsidian and tourmaline are stones that have long been used to absorb what is heavy, what is harmful, what isn't yours. But more than that, they hold a vibration that says, you are allowed to keep your energy for yourself. You are allowed to rest without interruption, to sleep without carrying everyone else's fear, to draw a circle around your spirit and say, this is mine, and it stays here. That's why these stones matter, because when you sleep, your energy opens, your subconscious processes. And if your space isn't protected not by locks but by intention, you might find yourself waking up just as tired as when you went to bed. Not because you didn't rest, but because you were working, guarding, absorbing, even while dreaming. To begin this practice, choose one stone, either black obsidian or black tourmaline. Both are grounding, both are absorbent, both are protectors. Hold it in your palm, feel its weight. not heavy, steady. Let it remind you that you don't have to be the one who absorbs everything anymore, that it's okay to say, not tonight. Then cleanse the stone with smoke, salt, or simply with breath and intention. You don't need a ritual, just presence, just a whisper. Take what isn't mine, keep what is. Wrap the stone in a small piece of dark fabric, something soft, something sacred. Place it under your bed, near your feet, or near the center where grounding is strongest. And then rest. Let the stone do what you no longer need to do. Let it take the edges off the day. Let it hold the fear, the doubt, the second guessing. Let it become the quiet strength that says, this space is sealed, this body is sacred, this sleep is mine. You may not feel a dramatic shift, but over time, your energy will begin to settle. You'll notice you wake up less drained, that you stop replaying conversations in your head, that your space feels cleaner, like the air has more room. That's the stone doing its work. That's you reclaiming the parts of you that kept slipping away to guilt, to obligation, to other people's noise. Because here's the truth, your energy is not a public resource. It's not something others get to take, even with love. It's a currency, a current, and like any resource, it needs to be protected, not from a place of fear, but from a place of reverence. The same way you protect a garden from pests, the same way you close your windows during a storm, the same way you tuck in a child so they can sleep without fear. You're doing that now for yourself, because no one else can feel what it's like to live in your body. No one else knows what it costs you to keep giving. And maybe you've done that beautifully for a long time. But now it's time to give something back to yourself. The stone under your bed becomes a partner in that practice, a keeper of what you no longer need to carry, a silent presence that says, I'll hold it tonight, you go rest. And if you're someone who's sensitive to sound, to emotions, to the energy of a room, this practice may be the first time you feel what it's like to sleep alone in your own energy. To wake up without the noise, without the emotional residue, without the echo of everyone else's needs. Just you, clear, grounded, whole, and maybe that becomes your new baseline, not drained but restored, not guarded but protected, not shrinking but steady. That's what this is about, not just protection but restoration. And it begins with one stone, placed with care, held with intention. Let it lie under your bed and let it do what you no longer have to. And in the morning, when the light slips through your window and your feet touch the floor, you'll feel it. That quiet knowing, I am still whole. I didn't lose myself in the night. That more than money, more than answers, is what true abundance feels like. Final, you've just walked through 9 simple items, each quiet, ordinary, humble, yet each one carrying an invitation. Not to fix your life overnight, but to shift it. Gently, consistently, while you sleep. Because here's what science and spirit agree on, your environment speaks to your nervous system. Your body listens to the light, to the weight of objects, to the energy of what's beneath and around you. And the bed is the most vulnerable space of all. It's where your guard finally drops. It's where you're open, soft, rewiring. Every night your subconscious is wide awake, reprocessing your emotions, your memories, your beliefs about what's possible. That's why these objects matter. Salt and water, bamboo, a red pouch, cinnamon, a jar of beans, rice and coins, a lucky charm, a golden key, a grounding stone. None of them are magical on their own, but paired with your presence, your attention, they become more than just things. They become signals to your mind, to your heart, to the quiet systems inside you that have been waiting for permission to rest, to hope, to rebuild. This isn't superstition, it's sacred design. It's the same reason we light candles when we want comfort, or why we place a photo by our bedside when we miss someone. We are beings of ritual, and the way we prepare our space prepares us. So tonight, as you lie down, know this, you're not just sleeping over a mattress. You're sleeping over intention, over clarity, over symbols of safety, healing, and quiet prosperity. You are telling your body, it's okay to let go. And telling your future, I'm ready to begin again. You didn't come here looking for a miracle. You came here looking for a different feeling. And if you've stayed with me this far, it's already begun. You're already shifting. I want to thank you not just for watching, but for caring for yourself in this way. It takes courage to believe again, to create space for energy to return to you. I hope tonight you sleep deeply. I hope the air around you feels softer, and when you wake, I hope something inside you whispers, I didn't just rest, I returned.